to Miss Carty's Maths. Today we are going to be talking all about column subtraction.
So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you an example of where we would have to borrow benthyg from the other numbers in the problem. But to start, we don't need to worry about that just yet. We just need to place the numbers in the column. Now, this number is a little bit different to the ones before. It has got 3 digits, 3 digid, which means that it is in the hundreds, the cannoedd in Welsh. So we're going to need an extra column in our problem. Cannoedd, degau, unedau. Okay, so we've got 134, 134. We remember our operation like we did in the previous one here. We'd never forget to write that because we never know, halfway through our problem we might forget what we're doing, and if we don't have the operation we might end up doing a completely different sum. Now we've got this number 27. It's only 2 digits, which mean that it falls in the tens. Don't fall into the trap again of placing it in the hundreds column. It is 2 digits. It is a tens number, a degau number. So we ignore this column for this number. We put the 2 for 20 and 7 in the ones, 20 yn y degau a 7 yn yr unedau. There we go. Now please use a ruler. Don't follow my example. Miss Carty's hasn't got a ruler with her, unfortunately. But if you've got a ruler at home, please use it. Okay, so same thing as before. We are starting with the ones column. We go over here. Now, 4 tynnu 7, 4 take away 7. So I'm going to do my dots again just to show you that this does require us having to borrow from the next column. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got the 4 ones, 4 uned, and I'm going to try and take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, as we can see, we haven't got enough ones. Does dim digon o 1 unedau for us to take away 7. We haven't been able to complete that problem. Now this is where the borrowing happens, and that's why it happens, because we don't have enough ones to take away the 7. We don't have it. Does dim digon o unedau I dynnu'r 7. So we need to borrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next the next biggest number, which is the tens. Don't jump straight to the hundreds. There's no need. We've got the tens here that we could use perfectly. So I'm going to go to the tens, and if you'd like to make it a bit more fun, we can knock next door and ask Mr. 10, please may I borrow 10 from you? Now number 10 has enough. He has 30. So he says, yes, of course you can borrow 10. So we cross the 30 out. If we take 10 away from 30, it becomes 20. Now, please remember to do that part. Lots of mistakes happen because people forget to replace the old 10 with the new one. So the 30 becomes a 20. We take that 10 and we don't forget about it. We don't put it in our back pockets and walk to the shop and forget all about it. We use it straight away and we place the 10 in front of the 4 ones. Now if we add 10 to 4, it now creates 14. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this these 4 units and I'm going to add 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we go back and count all of the dots all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, we now have enough. We have more ones. We have the same ones here as we do here. I'm just going to catch up on this side. So mae 30, dwi'n mynd drws nesa, cnocio drws nesa. Benthyg 10 oddi wrth y 30. Os dwi'n tynnu 10 o 30, mae'n troi'n 20. Dwi'n rhoi y 10 wedyn, dwi di benthyg o flaen y 4 I greu 14. Okay, so now I've got 14 dots here to mimic the 14 that I have now in the ones column. So now I want to see if I've got enough to take away 10. I've already taken away 4, but I'll just do over it again just so we don't get confused. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great, so we've been able to take away our 7 now. And we'll count how many we've got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 ones left. 7 1, felly 14 tynnu 7 yn gwneud 7. 14 take away 7 is 7. Now we don't need to replace that 1, we don't need to take that 1 back to there now because it's already been used. So we just need to leave it as the 20, fel y 20 yn fan hyn. 20 tynnu 20, so I'll draw my 20s here. I cross out 20, which leaves us with nothing. Nothing left. Now move on to the hundreds column. We have 100 here. There's nothing here, and like I said before in my addition video, if it helps you can put a 0 there, but I don't tend to. I just leave it as it is because I think if you add more digits in, it does get a bit more confusing. But everyone's different. If you find it easier having a 0 there, put a 0 there. Make it your own. You don't have to do exactly as I say if you find it easier. So 100, take away nothing. If I've got 100 here and I take nothing away, we still have the 100 left. So we just place it down there. Os mae gen i'r cant yn mynd in, a does gen I ddim byd I dynnu oddi wrth y cant, mae'r cant yn aros yn ei bach. And there we go. That is how we complete this problem. So 134 take away 27 is 107. All right? And that's just the example of how we borrow just once in a problem.
And there we go, that's how we work out our column subtraction. A little bit more challenging than the addition, but that's fine. As long as you remember those small steps, keeping the larger number on the top and borrowing, you will be fine. Another last tip from Miss Carty, if you are finding it confusing, as long as you remember this rhyme, more on the top, no need to stop, more on the floor, knock next door. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like and a share, I really do appreciate it. Also, if you have any video requests, please let me know and I will try my best to get them done as soon as possible.